We've got so many messages from different British people asking me, how can I move to Poland? I can't stand our government anymore.
Mine says the same.
It's amazing. I mean,
sad. That's what it is. It's sad.
You wouldn't believe 10 or 20, 15 years ago that any British I'm begging you, that's the message. How can I do it? I can't stand it anymore. What's happened to you, Britain? What have you done, leftists? They should be punished for what they've done to your country, Tommy. So very important is to show the British public how we remember about those who fought for Europe, for Poland. You've got flowers from Polish army, you've got flowers from New Zealand, you've got flowers from different embassies. So the places like this are taken care of in Poland. Everyone respect what you did during the war. So it is important that you've got people from around the world remembering about our allies. This is a part of our civilization. This is a part of us. We have to respect those who fought for us. And this is one of the places. So I'm very proud that this place is taken care of. It's not destroyed. There's no litter. There's nothing like that. There's a respect because they died for us, for all of us.
We're here to give our 2-minute silence at 11 o'clock, but can we just ask, just so people understand, the Warsaw Uprising, it was the biggest uprising in history of people with pitchforks fighting Nazis.
We call it 63 days of glory because they knew that they are going to die. Obviously, they were hoping for a miracle to win, but they had enough of occupation. It was too much for them. And there is a discussion in Poland. Was it worth it to lose over 200,000 people, young generation? And one of the Polish actors answered when he was interviewed. He said it was better to die than live under the occupation. They had enough. So they decided, okay, if we're going to die in a concentration camp or we're going to die in a very brutal way, we want to die as heroes. You had children, age 12, fighting during the Warsaw Uprising. You had everyone. It wasn't just army. You've got civilians who decided to fight against Germans. And it was the biggest uprising in Europe and very tragic. Obviously, Warsaw was destroyed. That's why I'm so proud again how we managed to rebuild it, how we managed to build the whole city, which is one of the best cities in Europe now to live. And I'm saying that because not many people understand that their death is part of who we are. It's not just a sentence. We truly believe that they died for us and they died for the Warsaw, for Poland, which is today. It is very important. That's why I'm very happy that we are here, that you can see how we are taking care of your soldiers and the soldiers who fought for the whole Europe, because that was just like Battle of Britain.
And this was where the RAF come to support the uprising. Plane was shot down, one died, one survived, and I think he fell here. The planes, if I remember right, the plane was in that lake. When I come here 10 years ago, if I remember right, the plane was in that lake. But yeah, so that's why we've come today, to pay our respects to the British Armed Forces.
Unveiled on the 4th of November 1988 by Margaret Thatcher, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, in the presence of Sergeant Henry Lloyd Lynn, the only survivor of this aircraft. And this was in the height of the war. So this was on the 14th of August. Let's not forget, on the 6th of June of 1944, the beaches of Normandy. That's when the landing craft came on and thousands were slaughtered, the ultimate sacrifice that the Brits gave. And then you have the Royal Air Force in the height of the war, so almost 5-6 weeks later, when the Nazis had a really strong foothold in Europe. Sergeant Henry Lloyd Lynn and his co-pilot got shot down trying to give supplies to the Warsaw Uprising. Obviously the Polish who were defending their territory till the very last breath. So the great connection there between the British military and the Polish military, which has lived throughout the years, still to this day. Being a former military man myself, we have a super strong connection with the Polish military. when I was in the Royal Marines, we came out and done multiple exercises with the Polish military. So this just goes to show that strong, deep connection, and with the reefs here from Australia, from New Zealand, from Poland, UK, South Africa, that connection has never been lost, and it's still as strong today than it's ever been. So it's so good to see. I can feel the sense of pride, the sense of passion here, being an ex-military man myself. But, look at that. And look how they treat it as well. It's immaculate. It's pure sense of pride.
Do you know when you go through their history? It was only when I was here last time and I went through their history, you'll understand the pride they have today. You was wiped off the map for how long? 100 years? Poland,
123.
123 years, Poland was gone. But they never, when you say, if you give up, you might lose, but they never give up. They always fought.
123, how many generations? What you have to have in your heart to survive when you cannot use your language, actually. You cannot say you're a Polish officially when you have to use a different foreign currency when you're under occupation. 123 years. So we survived. Not only that, look at us now. Look at us. We had to go through 123 years, then World War II, then communism, and look at us now. I was about to show you messages from the British people.
And the Battle of Britain. Do you know, I went through the history of Poland's fights. They've always been outnumbered 40 to 1. On average, 40 to 1.
True.
Every battle, 40 to 1. Battle of the Gates of Vienna. Can we go to that? The memorial?
Yeah.
Where is that far?
Yeah, we can drive.
Okay,
That's not a
we'll
problem.
go there.
But what I'm trying to prove is we've got so many messages from different British people asking me, how can I move to Poland? I can't stand our government anymore.
Mine says the same.
It's amazing. I mean,
it's sad. That's what it is. It's sad.
You wouldn't believe 10 or 20, 15 years ago that any British I'm begging you, that's the message. How can I do it? I can't stand it anymore. What's happened to you, Britain? What have you done, leftists? They should be punished for what they've done to your country, Tommy.